A6S. WA6AJ.
WA6AJ, A6S. You scared me.
Where you been?
Calling you.
I just got off the phone with Jason.
How's he doing in El Spino?
He's working 11, 12-hour day shift.
About time they got some work out of him.
You ever worked 12-hour shifts?
Aboard the ship when we were at sea, it was the only time you weren't working was when you were sleeping.
Well, that was years ago.
Worse now, there's war going on.
What war?
Take your pick. China, Russia, Venezuela, Los Angeles, you name it.
That's all in your head. They're just messing around.
Maybe.
Your audio doesn't sound very strong. You got your compressor on or anything, or the amp?
Yeah, the compressor's on.
Your amp is it? I'm pointing right at you.
Is that better or worse?
It's no difference. You're S9.
I'm probably S10 now.
Yeah, much better.
I turned the attic booster on. Hello. He's flashing 800 and some watts.
Well, why haven't you had it on?
A lot of work to lift up out of the chair and push the other button.
He had to get off his butt to push the button.
That's a fact. Good evening, Mikey.
Yeah, good evening, Bill.
He's glued to that chair most of the time.
Oh boy, I hope he's providing separate glue and not just the other glue, over.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that chair is getting some use.
Good evening, guys. KM6SR, number 432.
At least one sitting in front of this equipment listening to white noise.
Somebody was in there.
White noise or brown noise? They're making a big deal about brown noise lately.
One or the other.
Biden made a lot of brown noise, didn't he?
6SR, number 432.
We got you, Rob. Good evening. I hear Biden made a lot of brown noise, didn't he?
Better believe it. Good evening, 3/4 meters.
Hey, good evening. Hey, Mike there, AJ is practicing up for Halloween, Bill. That's why he's trying to scare you.
Yes, he is.
Probably.
I hide at Halloween.
Anyway, good evening. This is the 432 Bozo Net from Northern California. And we'll try to tone it down for the namby-pambies out there that are listening on the stream.
Don't everybody talk at once.
Yeah, don't everybody talk at once. I want to know what the label is on that website that lets me know where the ice agents are and where they're going to be, over.
K60USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
I'll bet you Aaron knows.
I don't know nothing.
Good evening, Aaron.
Good evening.
Good evening, Streamer Man.
Yeah, we are live.
I see that.
Whole 3 people. Everyone's everyone's running late tonight. We're streaming to 3 people at the moment.
We got more than 3 people.
Aaron will probably have a better signal.
Yeah, Bill, you'd walked right in the door.
Eli Maming, I think, down toward old Bozo 61. We got to have him in here. He had an excuse yesterday why he wasn't here. Probably a good excuse. He was talking to the Lord, but today he doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah, you're at 153, so go light him up. K6USY.
Up northeast now, Aaron, and you're a lot stronger.
It's those mountains.
Nice reflectors, aren't they? Funny how radar works.
We might have a new visitor this evening. Everybody's got to listen real close when we get up around Twainhart. WB6GGY has got his 432 system on, but because of his pine trees, he might not be able to hear anybody. He's not sure that they're going to be able to hear us at all, much less him getting out. So anyway, keep your ears to the ground, guys, and anybody hears anything from WB6GGY, let us know. K6MYC Bozo Net north of Fresno and Delta Mike 07.
Just tell him to cut down the trees.
Well, he could, but they're big and there's lots of them. He's got them 360 around the house.
Yeah, but he's only got to cut them down in this direction.
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
982. How about pine trees in your yard, Daryl?
We have some, but not enough to interfere with the antennas. I've been outside looking for my cat. He's been gone over a month. I've laid eyes on him. He's out there. I've been trying to get him to come home, but he won't do it.
You mean even for the Friskies dry meal?
He loves canned wet food. I have tried that in the cat cage for the last 2 weeks. He's going right by it, and I don't understand it. He must be eating somewhere that I don't know about.
A little 6-year-old down the street's no doubt feeding him.
That stranger things have happened. Although there isn't a house. The only house that's close is the landlord, and he's got his own cat. So I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, but on the other hand, I thought he was dead. So we'll see. I'll get him back eventually.
Well, I don't know what it is about cats. See, the other one that we normally have here, our stray Abby, the black one that stays outside, he's gone too. But I think he's gone because we've got Eli, Matt's Queensland healer, staying with us. And Eli doesn't chase him, but he has an odor. You know, when they smell the dog, boy, the cats get all freaked out here.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Our cats could care less about the dogs. I guess it depends on how they were raised in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, we had 4 cats originally that were brought to us by Tracy. And the first thing that happened the first couple of weeks, her old dog, a big, not a mastiff, but a big, huge dog that was a female, that she was very protective, and she went out and killed one of the baby kitties. They had just been here a couple of weeks. And I think all the others saw that, and they said, okay, we're not going to deal with them things anymore, those 4-legged critters that smell bad.
Well, that could be. Isn't that funny how Mother Nature works that out? How they stay alive.
I guess so. So far, only one we've lost is one other one, Blackie. Blackie's gone. He's never returned. But Abby came back, and he was back here for a month up until just about 3 days ago when Matt brought Eli home here, and then Abby disappeared on me. He isn't even stay in the barn, so I don't know. Maybe he's not. I think he's okay. He's living somewhere. Somebody must feed him. But he's been very nice lately. He's been very calm. His demeanor is getting less and less needy, if you will. When he would used to come up, he would just rub all over me and just lay on my feet, and but he kind of got less and less of that. He still likes to cuddle, but not quite as aggressively. And then about 4 or 5 days ago, he's just not showed up at all.
I bet you he's hid out somewhere not too far away. I realize that they're managing to do that. I don't know how Chester's eating. He looked a little skinnier, but I mean, he sat right there in front of me and talked to me. He goes, but he wouldn't come to me, and he won't come in the house.
Yeah, well, the kiddies, there's mice out this season. We've just got mice and more mice. So if your area is anything like mine, between mice and gophers, they're prolific, and lots of food out there, plus birds. Although our kiddies have stopped bringing the birds to the door. I think they were getting the first batch of the young birds that weren't flying well. But we haven't had a bird on the doorstep for a couple of weeks.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we had a cat that would leave us half of a gopher on the front doorstep quite regularly. Yeah. Well. Anyway, I'm checking in. I'm here, and I may go back outside and look again.
Okay. Pretty dark out there. Hope he's got bright yellow eyes that you can spot there. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox in the group. K6MYC. One last look for old Bozo 61, KB6RQU. Where are you, Rick? Give him a one ringer, will you, Rob?
KB6RQU. Rick, you on tonight for the 432 Bozo Net? KB6RQU. Old Bozo 61. Come now. Crickets, Mike.
Okay, well, we will probably head over towards Santa Cruz here.
I got a phone call from Larry while we were talking there. I don't know, did you get anybody else checked in after Bill and then Daryl?
Not really. We should have KC5DTU, but I don't hear Kerry tonight. So Kerry's missing. OIB, Ken is missing. MTS is missing. VBG is missing.
Okay, I didn't know if I missed somebody while I was on the phone call. I looked up the antenna. It's a 15 element, so it's a 222 5WL that I have.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's not that long. That's got to be about 20 feet.
Yeah, 23.3 feet.
There you go.
Long enough to bump into all my other masts I got up there, because I got them all over the roof.
Okay. Well, maybe you should just aim it toward the hardest one. Aim it to halfway between Sacramento and maybe aim it right at N6RO.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Don't know what I'd put it on, but I guess I could do that.
Anyway, here we go towards Sacramento. Last call in the San Joaquin Valley for Bozo check-ins on 432 K6MYC.
Now you tell me, Mike, after I just bought the other hole loop and the divider.
KW6S, KW6S, AA6S. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, or AF6 United, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, AF6U, or KW6S, K6MYC, beaming Santa Cruz, Watsonville, and standing by.
since I don't hear Tom. K6MYC, AF6 United. I'm here tonight.
Well, you certainly are. A little tiny bit off frequency, but pretty close, Lee. Didn't sound like you until you gave your call. I thought your middle name was Donald Duck.
Is that a little better?
It could be.
I know this radio seems to drift a little bit. It's it's an older 847, so I think that those had some issues about frequency drift and whatnot. And I just got into the shack tonight. It's kind of chilly out here. I just got the radio turned on, so it certainly is not warmed up in any way. And so yeah, here we are.
No, I think it's just the 247 audio. It's very clean, very crisp, very nice sounding audio. And it just doesn't have the bass that you have in the other radio. The bulkiness, if you will, of the other audio. Other audio is a little more full of body, but that's all right. It sounds very nice. It's a very nice, clean sounding audio. And if you're off frequency, it's not more than 10 or 15 hertz, so I wouldn't worry about it. In any case, good to hear you, and pretty good signal. I haven't even tweaked the antenna, so haven't heard Tom in here. We just got in here. We're running a little light on check-ins. Another one of those slim nights. Last night we only had 30, what did we have, 36, 37, 38, something like that on 2 meters.
Yeah, 38. I got one I got another one that you didn't get. Larry, I heard him call in there.
I guess some people are having a little trouble getting out to the shack. Maybe it's getting a little chillier. That was my problem. I think Monday night on 6 meters. I was sitting out here, and it took a while for you to get up into the area. It just got a little too cold out here. I had to go back inside before you got up to us. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, well, you better. I was there, and I came back to the Bay Area and called again, but we still didn't hear anybody. Had a very light check-in on 6 meters. Actually had as many people on almost on 222 as we hit on 6, so it was light. I think people are losing interest in 6 meters. Anyway, Tom, I wonder if you're here, KW6S, K6MYC in the group, over. Well, I don't hear Tom. What we might have to do is leave you here, Lee, and when you hear Tom, or if you hear anybody that even sounds like Tom, or maybe if you just give a call for his call sign every 5 minutes or so, and I'll move on up into the Bay Area, then he can, you guys can yell out if he comes in. AA6S is looking for him, as well as WA6AAJ, and maybe even Rob, KM6SRR, so let's see. I don't know who can hear you. Bill, are you still here? I don't know where AA6S went.
AA6S.
There he is. Give him a call, Lee, Alpha 6 Sugar.
Tonight, Bill, AA6S, AF6 United.
Yeah, usually you're coming in okay. Go ahead, AA6S, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, okay. Well, I won't hold it very long. Just wanted to say hi. You normally come in here pretty strong on 432, so seems like we've got a real good path between us there. Anyway, AA6S, AF6 United. I'll turn it back over to you, and you can try and raise Tom there. It's a little bit early, so I think that he may still be getting the place warmed up and getting ready to come on the air. So AA6S, AF6 United, back to you.
AA6U, AA6S. Very finally, yeah, you're coming in good here for some reason. That was good. Anyway, I thought I heard Tom or whatever. Maybe my brain was thinking it was there and it wasn't. But anyway, I'll see if he's here. KW6S, KW6S, AA6S, over.
AA6S, KW6S. Yeah,
I'd set it up on this frequency earlier, and I was on the wrong frequency.
Loud and clear, just like stronger than Lee, but both of you are very Q5. Good evening to both of you there, and I won't hold it. I want to lock up the net, but I had to say, at least get to you there, Tom, and say hi. KW6S, AA6S, over.
AA6S, KW6S. Yeah, you're doing real good here tonight. A little different heading than I normally have you at, which is a little odd. But I've been playing around with that.
Kilo 6 Victor Bravo Golf 971.
Got you, Dave. Stand by.
Just this week. So a little off my normal VHF evening here. And good evening to you there also, Lee. AA6S, KW6S.
K6USY.
KW6A6. AA6S. Yeah, AF6U there. Back to Lee, and then I'll get out of here. AF6U, AA6S. So go ahead, Lee.
Well, okay, again, I don't really have too much to offer. I'm trying to update my N1MM right now for the contest this weekend, and that's what I was doing, poking around here in the shack. So, AA6S, AF6 United. I'll turn it over to Tom, KW6S, and let him talk to Mike a bit.
Oh, very good, Lee. AF6U, KW6S, and AA6S somewhere on the side. And, I'm glad to hear you're going to be on for the contest, and I'm made all kinds of discoveries of things that didn't work and features about my radio that I now know how to turn on and off, and just a lot of odds and ends today. So AF6U, KW6S, and over to Mike if you're still there.
I'm still here. I've been here all along. Aaron wants to call. Aaron, give somebody a call. You must be hearing Tom there. K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee, K6 MYC. Go ahead, Tom. Aaron.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing both of those guys over there, but we'll start with Tom. KW6S, Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra Yankee, Delta Mike 06.
K6USY, KW6S. Pretty much in the clear, but certainly not a lot of signal strength. But no problem there. Good to hear you tonight, Aaron.
Yeah, very good, Tom. Yeah, it's a nice quiet band. You're S0 over here, but I can hear you. I keep telling you, you need to write down this beam heading, because whenever you're pointed this way, I can hear you. And then we'll see if Lee can hear me. AF6 United, K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
K6USY, AF6 United. I hear you loud and clear as well. As Tom said, the signal strength is a little bit above the noise level, but you're loud and clear.
Very good, Lee. Thanks for letting me get in there, Mike. K6USY.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. How about you, Mike? WA6AAJ, are you here?
I'm here. K6S. Hello, Tom. WA6AAJ.
WA6AAJ, KW6S. You're doing real good tonight. No warbling or anything. So, things maybe are looking up here on 432. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Yep, so are you. You and Lee, I found a happy spot, I think, for the both of you, which is odd, because I usually have to go off of you to get to Lee a little bit, but let me see how Lee's hearing things. AF6U, WA6AAJ.
Oh, good evening, Mike. Mike number 2, WA6AAJ, AF6 United. Yeah, you're quite strong here. You're about an S8, so you're booming right in here tonight.
Roger the S8. Yeah, you're right about S8 too, as well as Tom. So I got a good spot at least for tonight. Anyway, thanks both of you. AF6U, KW6S, WA6AJ, back to net.
Okay, Rob, you want to try it?
Sure. I peeked around, couldn't find Lee, but I heard Tom, KW6S, KM6SRR. AM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, we're doing real good tonight here. 432 is a good one tonight here for us as well. So maybe you'll even be able to pull in Lee there. KM6SR, KW6S.
Yeah, I tried looking for Lee. I couldn't find him, but I'm getting you about an looks like an S4, which is good.
Yeah, a little different heading tonight. I'm a little south of where I usually am, so this maybe works okay for me tonight.
Yep, sounding good. Thanks for being there.
Very good. KM6SR, KW6S.
Over to you, Lee. Are you copying Rob at KM6 Sugar Radio?
6 BBG, how you doing, Tom?
I doubled with you, Dave. Try it again. Listen for Dave, BBG. Go ahead, Dave.
How you doing, Tom? K6 BBG.
K6 Vodka Bourbon Gin, KW6S.
KW6S, K6 BBG. Yeah, how you been?
Oh, I'm doing good. Hoping to catch up with you guys on the swap meet there. So kind of looking forward to that. Maybe it'll be kind of a Bozo reunion.
Yeah, it's a Bozo reunion, all right. All right. Well, maybe I'll see you there. I don't know. It's awfully hard to go down there with oxygen, but we might.
Well, yeah. Gotta grab life while you can. Very good. K6 VBG, KW6S.
All right, 73, Tom. K6 VBG. All right, Mike.
Okay. How about you, Rob?
I wanted to say, I am not hearing Rob at all, KM6SRR.
I can't hear Lee, but I hear Tom.
Probably not even going to try tonight. So, but I was here, and I actually have K6 VBG. If you're still out there, AF6 United, I'm picking you up pretty good. S4, S5, something like that. Go ahead. Roger, Roger. I got you. What was your call again? Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. DF6 United. Okay. K6 VBG. Yeah, I'm over here in Corsville, probably about 11 miles east of Mike. Okay, well, as you probably heard, I'm a little bit south of Watsonville, kind of pretty much Moss Landing-ish area around the Monterey Bay, so pretty much dead center on the Monterey Bay, and yeah, you're sounding real good here tonight. Excuse me, K6 VBG from AF6 United. I'll turn it back over to you. Hey, Roger, Roger. Well, I'm not going to tie up for that tonight. 73, you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, and we're going to be sitting here listening for a little bit. K6 VBG. All right, turn it back over to Mike. AF6 United, back to K6 MYC.
Okay, very good, Lee. Well, almost a clean sweep. The only two people that didn't get connected here was you and Rob for some reason. You're not hearing Rob, but he's not hearing you, so there's some kind of weird blockage between you. I think you've always had trouble with on 432 with Rob. All righty, guys. Good evening, Tom. Thank you very much for both of you, and we'll see you guys Sunday night, of course. Have a good weekend. I don't know whether you're going to get rain or not, but we'll see. We had a nice sunny day here. It was sunny most of the time. We had a little bit of clouds, but never got in the way of the sun that I can recall. So pretty nice. Probably 71, 72 degrees over here, maybe a little warmer even at the peak. 73, good evening. KW6 Sugar and AF6 United, K6 MYC. Go ahead, Tom, for your final.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've got the DX, Worldwide DX this weekend, so I don't know if I'll be on Saturday or Sunday night or not, but I should be. So even if it rains, I'll be inside the whole time. And we'll see what comes of all that. K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Good night. right, Tom, over to you, Lee, for your final. Go ahead.
Excuse me. I think I'm just going to say 7-3. K6MYC, KW6S, AM6 United. Back to net.
Good night, Lee. Thank you. Good evening for you guys. You've made a huge improvement on your 432 when you made the last changes there, getting it up a little bit. Take care. AM6 United and KW6S, K6MYC moving now into the Bay Area. That should get us somewhere up in the... Whoops. Yeah, let's get up here like this. KD6S, okay. How about you, Fred?
Hey, good evening, Mike. I hear you, and I also heard a station I haven't heard before, K6, is it BBG or K6 BBG?
Yeah, K6 Victor Bravo Golf. He's in course gold, and not a big station, but I'm glad he's got a clear shot in your direction, so go ahead and turn it to him. If you like, Fred. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo 507, K6MYC. Go ahead and call K6 Victor Bravo Golf.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Yeah, and by the way, you have a great signal. K6 Victor Bravo Golf. Name here is Fred, KD6SOK. How copy?
K6 VBG, any copy on Fred, KD6SOK in Cupertino? He's hearing you. Where'd you go, Dave? Oh, Dave has an outdoor shack, and maybe he went in. It might be getting a little cold out there. He's got to watch his weather temperatures. He's a little under the weather. Over.
Okay, no worries, but he was just pounding in here. It was amazing. I haven't heard that station before out of course gold, so Dave, his signal was fantastic. It was really, really strong. Anyway, yeah, it's starting to cool off this evening. I don't know if we're going to get any rain. Saturday, we'll see, but you sound good, Mike. You got a really strong signal tonight, so 432 is acting really well.
Yeah, 432 sounds great. Hopefully we'll get some more check-ins here. We're a little light in the Bay, in the San Joaquin Valley, but maybe we'll make up for it. Maybe we'll catch up with them on the way back down here. Anyway, good evening to you, Fred, and have a good weekend. I don't know whether it's going to rain or not. Nobody knows. They keep changing the forecast. We got a few sprinkles here a couple of days ago, but the last couple of days it has not rained. But yesterday it was cloudy. The day before it was cloudy and rainy. Today it was sunny. So we're expecting rain maybe again on Saturday, so who knows. We'll have to consult the weather rock, the granite stone. When it's wet, it's raining. Over.
Exactly. That's true. How much rain did you get? Because I saw on the weather maps, the radar, you guys got a lot of rain in Fresno. Is that correct?
Well, the highest I heard was 0.6 of an inch somewhere in the area, both on either side of me, but not here.
Okay, well, at least it'll, hopefully that'll help keep things wet so we won't have any more fires. So that's good. Anyway, I won't keep you. So have a great weekend, Mike. Sounds great. 86S, okay.
Yeah, you too, Fred. Have a good one. 73's K6MYC QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net. Over. WB6JNN, not strong but readable. Make a little longer transmission, Jim, and we'll see if we can pull you up a little bit. WB6JNN, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, K6MYC, WB6JNN. I'm on a different antenna. It takes it to the sky for one direction because the rotor up there doesn't work. But apparently I've got problems with the other antennas up higher. I think the diplexer up there is finally gone away.
Okay, well, you're about readability 3 overall, Jim. So it's very light, but we're hearing you, and we got you, of course, and checked in all okay. And I think you said I heard the word high, but I don't know whether you raised the antenna or moved it or whatever, but maybe you can get it a little bit higher. And I'm not sure what you're running for power. See if you can get me what your power level is at the moment, Jim. WB6JNN, K6MYC. Go ahead.
K6MYC, WB6J, and then I am on 50 watts, but I am on an antenna aimed at the sky, an antenna aimed up for satellites, and it's not aimed in your direction. My antenna is not aimed in your direction. My normal 432 antenna is not working. The 2-meter antenna up there is not working. I think 2 meters is down, and the 432 is down. 432 is down. 2 meters is down. But the antenna that I'm on now is a 5-element bushcraft aimed for satellite work. I don't know how much of that you got. I was going to give it to you WB6J and
Okay, 5-element Cushcraft for satellite stuff. Okay, well, it's working. It's just not very strong. But the 50 watts is probably helping. If you were running 10 or 15 or 25 watts, it would be a little tougher. Anyway, good luck with that. I don't know whether you're going to have weather that will get you a chance to fix this 432 and the 2-meter antenna. You said both of those are not working right, so hopefully you'll get that sorted out. 7-3, Jim, have a good weekend, and hopefully it won't rain on you when you're trying to work on antennas. Hi. And don't forget about the flea market coming up on November 8th. Starts probably 7:38 in the morning and goes to about 3 in the afternoon. Or later. I've never stayed late because I don't buy much, but it may go even later this time because it's going to be a big one. WB6JNN, 73 Jim, K6MYC, Sunday night. See ya.
Okay, very good. WB6J, and I'll have more power on 2 meters. The power on 2 meters is 75 watts, or 80 watts is what I've got it set to. WB6J, and then clear.
Yeah, well, you seem to be okay on 2. I didn't, you had good strong signal the other night on 2 meters. So maybe it is just a 432 antenna. Good luck with it. Hopefully you can fix it because you're usually much stronger on 432 there. 73 Jim, WB6JNN, K6MYC, clear and standing by for any other Bozo check-ins from the Bay Area.
KM6SR, W6PQL.
Okay, I hear Jim, W6PQL, 1296. Stand by a second, Jim. KM6SRR, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I texted Dave. He was on the phone, so that's why he didn't respond to Fred. KM6SR.
Okay, did you tell him Fred was hearing him very well?
Yeah, I texted him and Fred had heard him and wanted to make contact with him, but he said he was on the phone.
Yes, okay. Well, at least he knows he was getting through to a station that he has never worked before, so that's good.
Okay, 6USY.
Go ahead, if you would, Aaron.
Yeah, JNP up in Corscold was in there. K6USY.
Juliet Mike Papa?
Yeah, WB6JNP.
Gee, I don't know who that is. Does he have a Bozo number?
107, Mike.
Oh, 107, WB6JNP. I'm sorry, Dane. Didn't ring a bell when I first heard it there. I usually hear him, so let's see. Let's see if we can hear you. I'm pointed toward the Bay Area. I might have you in a null. WB6JNP. Go ahead, Dane.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, that antenna that you have, everywhere that you point it is a null for me. So, anyway, yeah, WB6JNP 107.
Yeah, right on the edge. I tried moving the antenna, but you're right on the edge there. So we'll have to wait till we get a little bit more. If you can stick around, we'll be pointing a little bit more north in a bit. I moved the antenna a couple of bumps, but it didn't help. So I have to be quite a bit more north of where I am to get out of this deep null I'm in. Anyway, thank you, Dane, for checking in. Hopefully you'll have a good weekend if we don't catch you further. WB6JNP, Course Gold, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, we'll be around for a while.
Okay. Okay, how about WB6WNI? Gary, are you here? Okay, Gary's been missing the last couple of days. How about W6PQL? You pick it up, Jim, and we'll see who else is in here. W6 Papa Queen London, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm not hearing anybody else, the other stations that you called. But then again, I'm pointed at you and probably wouldn't hear them anyway unless I were to crank it around a little bit. I've got one of the EME-12s up here, and they're pretty sharp antennas. They're good rejection off to the sides and so forth, so I don't hear a whole lot. However, when I was pointed down at Monterey, I was hearing one of your Koshkold stations up there, VBG, and I normally don't hear him at all. So anyway, interesting stuff. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, that is interesting. Well, Dave will be happy. I don't know whether he's made a change. I don't think so. Maybe he's just finally had enough time in the shack to swing the antenna over your way and toward Monterey and over that way. Fred was also hearing Fred was hearing Dave, K6VBG, quite well also, so that's good. He's on the phone. He had a phone call just about the time that Fred wanted to work him, so that's why he's missing. But maybe we'll get him in here next week for a contact. Thanks for that, Jim. Let's see who else we have in the Bay Area. I haven't heard Mike for a couple of nights here. He's been missing. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. How about it, Mike? Awful quiet there. WB6WNI. How about you, Gary? Okay, K6 Kilo Lima Yankee. KB6BA, I think he's on a trip, so he's been gone now for a week and a half or so. He must be gone. I think he said he was going to Texas or New Mexico or something. WA6AXX, KB6BA, WB6WNI, AB6SR. Anybody? K6MYC.
Kilowatt 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Well, I can hear you on the backscatter path, Paul. Not real strong, but I can probably move the antenna and get a little more from you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6MYC. Go ahead, 637.
Yeah, thanks, Mike, for coming back to me. K6MYC in the group. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville, beaming the Bay Area. Got you fairly good between 5x2 to 5x3. Pretty good backscatter reflection signal. How copy me? Over.
Much better now. I moved the antenna just a little bit more to the north, and you're much stronger now. So do you have any other check-ins from the boys in Clear Lake there, over?
No, negative on Clear Lake. I found it very difficult on this band 432 to contact Clear Lake. That's a very difficult band for me up to Clear Lake. 222 seems to be the most consistent band for me to connect to Clear Lake. And your signal came up a whole 2 S units. You're peaking 5x5 now, over.
Yeah, Roger. No, you're easy copy now. Good copy, Paul. No problem. And thanks for checking in here on 432. We'll be around your way very shortly. We're seemingly running out of people in the Bay Area, so I've got to get M6RO and 1 or 2 more in the San Joaquin Valley, and then we'll be headed up your way. So we'll see you there if you want to stick around. 73s in any case, and if nothing else, we'll see you Sunday night here on 2 meters. KW6 Sugars, Placerville area, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks for the contact, Mike. And yeah, tweaking your beam just a little bit further north gives it a good bounce for me. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar signing off, but I'll stick around for the direct path possible contact.
Yeah, well, we must be getting something off of Vaca because I'm quite a bit north. I'm into the North Bay, so we must be pointing at Vacaville or Mount Vaca or something there. Mount Diablo or Mount Diablo, Diablo or Vaca, one or the other. Anyway, big signal. Even stronger. I bumped it a little bit more, and you came up even more. So very, very nice sad side scatter shot tonight. We're also looking for, and you might keep an ear out for, WB6GGY. He should be in here, and you should be able to hear his Twain Heart signal. So why don't you just give a blind call to WB6GGY and see if he hears you, Paul, over.
Yeah, not in this direction, Mike. I would have to swing down to the southeast to do that, over.
Well, go ahead and swing down that way, and we'll just stand by here. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to wait for you to work the direct path, and then I could work the guys down in the southeast, over.
Well, the reason I wanted to say try it now is because he may not be able to hear us directly. He's surrounded by pine trees, and we're looking for some direction that he can hear my signals. So I was hoping that he could hear us when we're hearing you. Obviously, we got a good bounce path across the valley, and it should be leaking into him there. They checked this 12432 system out. They're running about 25 watts, but pretty good little antenna. I think it's one of ours. And it should get out, but it's just, again, they're having trouble with the pine trees that surround his house there in Twain Heart. Anyway, no problem, Paul. We'll see if we can catch him somewhere along the line, or we'll hear from him in the morning to find out if there was a direction. Right now I'm pointing at about 290, 295. And so he can remember that. If he hears me here, he can tell me that's where he's hearing me. WB6GGY, are you hearing anything there, Phil? K6MYC, over. Not getting a trace of Phil, so maybe he's not hearing me either. All right, 7-3, Paul. We'll see you on the direct path in a few minutes here. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area, K6MYC, Bay Area, over.
Kilo Oscar 6, India, Quebec, Romeo, 1189.
Yeah, okay, fine, Mario. 1189, KO6IQR, K6MYC, not real strong, a little hollow sounding. It's almost like the antenna's pointed some other direction. But I've heard that on your signal before, maybe just the way you have your audio set up there. Anyway, good evening, KO6IQR, K6MYC, go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I think I'm pointed towards you. About the same direction I point the 2-meter. Well, it's all guesstimating. I don't really know exactly where it's pointed. I use my GPS app to kind of point in your general direction. So, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah. Anyhow, I just want to say hello, check in. K6MYC, KO6IQR.
Yeah, well, there you are. I went from 295 to 300, and you came up like a rocket ship. So very loud now, Mario. So it's not your pointing, it's mine, over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I just saw that on the stream. I could actually see the difference when you moved. That's amazing. Yeah, anyhow, I'm here, and yeah, that's your antenna, the M2, doing work once again. Appreciate it. Thanks for the work. Thanks for your designs. You make good equipment. Good equipment. Thank you.
Yeah, which one did you finally end up with? I have a little trouble keeping track of everybody that's got different things. How many elements on this one?
This is your 6 element. The 6 element.
Oh, that's a teeny little guy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you'd be really loud if you had the 11 element or the 18. 18's about 11 feet long. And it's quite a bit more gain than that little 6 element on the 2-foot boom. But it's doing really quite well. So you and I have a good shot, of course, across the valley here. I don't have any serious blockage, probably a tiny bit of blockage, really local here before I get out of these foothills, and that's about it. All right, very good. Well, thanks for being there, Mario. Always good. I guess you'll be heading home for the weekend, huh?
I didn't have plans. I was going to, but I
traveled this past weekend to see my wife and my son in Vegas, so and I did some driving day before yesterday to Victorville. I made the trip to Victorville, did a class out there, and then I drove back. So it was quite a long day. I'm kind of over driving. I'm going to take the weekend and just hang out here in the valley.
Okay. Yeah, you have been putting some miles on that rascal. Victorville's no short hop from where you are there. Well, that's good. Okay. I'm glad you made everything and got back safely without any big incidents on the highways. There have been some pretty nasty things going on the highways with these truckers that don't have good, valid licenses, for they're also illegal.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd shared this before. I might have commented on another net, but I take it really personal. You know, I was actually speaking to someone here locally on one of the repeaters about the incident, and my father-in-law was actually involved in an accident about 3 months ago now, maybe 4 months ago, where he actually passed away on I-40. Another one of these, unqualified drivers, I'll just put it to you that way, undocumented, unqualified drivers that fell asleep behind the wheel and caused a pile up on I-40. It cost my father-in-law's life. So, yeah, I mean, I share the sentiment. It's got to stop. K6MIC. Things like that.
Oh, boy, I'm so sorry to hear that. We probably heard it on the news, but didn't connect it, of course, not knowing what your father-in-law's name is there. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we got to solve this. It's too bad this last 4 years was a good lesson for some of the people here in the United States, but we're suffering the consequences of 15 million illegals that have crept in from all over the place. I looked at the looks of the guys that they were arresting in New York last couple of days, and they're from all over the place. There's all kinds of nationalities in that group, not necessarily from south of our border. They may have come in that way, but they were clearly from Africa and other places. So, bad situation, bad. All right, Mario, take care, and we'll see you. Enjoy the weekend, and rest up, and go give them hell on Monday. We'll see you Sunday night. K06IQR, K6MYC. Good evening.
Thanks, Mike. Hey, real quick, that swap meet you guys are having, is that, where can I look up the location? And I know the date already, but where is it going to be located? Where can I look that up on the internet? Over.
Yeah, let me give Rob the mic, and he can give you the website where the location is. It's in Clovis, California. So if you come down over on 99 and then swing over to 41 and then across out to Clovis, probably on Shaw Avenue, you come out off of 99 on Shaw Avenue East for about 8 or 10 miles to get into Clovis. That's generally where it is. But Rob can probably give you, or Aaron can give you the website. Aaron, are you copying Mario?
I can hear him on your station. You go to the Fresno Amateur Radio Club's website, which is whiskey6tangooscar.com.
Okay, W6TO.com will have all the details. W6 Tango Oscar, that's the Fresno Amateur Radio, their call sign, over.
Copy that, so whiskey6tangooscar.com, whiskey6tangooscar.com, over.
Now that's it, you got it, and that should give you the instructions and the information on how to get there. And you've got one or two more webs, so if you have any difficulty understanding all that, it's pretty straightforward. Shaw Avenue out to Clovis Avenue, and then you're within a half a mile of the place, over.
Copy that. I got that down. Yeah, and like I said, I saved all my radio funds away, and I didn't blow it all in Vegas, so I'm always in the market for some goodies, and I'm always trying to up my game, so little by little.
Okay, well, good. There should be a lot of goodies there. I know that there's a lot of SK equipment there, people that have passed on, and some nice equipment, and also some other stuff. I'll be bringing quite a load of crap, but I'm not sure it's the kind of stuff that you can use. in your kind of semi-portable situation there. Anyway, good evening to you for now, and I hear I heard somebody else break in, and I forgot who it was. Who was it? Oh, it was.
We're all going to Zoom meeting.
N6RO. Let me get you quickly. Got you, Ken. I went blank for a second there. Anyway, you go get your Zoom meeting. I got you checked in here. Anything else?
No, just a good productive day. I mowed the grass, or the weeds that were 4 feet high. Took a while. Dinner was the Thursday night special, chicken Caesar salad from Kaiser. We'll see you on Sunday in 6-0.
Okay. See you Sunday night, Ken. Have a good one. Have a very successful contest there. Mow the lawn and cut the grass. Mow the lawn and cut the grass. That's what you were doing. So I see you speak my language.
Oh, yeah. And we shredded 2 belts on the mower. The grass is so bad I had to lift it up a foot and then come back again to lower it down to 4 inches. So next time I'm going to mow it when it's only a foot tall.
There you go. All right. Take care and enjoy your Zoomers. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, we got you.
Night-night.
7-11.
7-11, good evening, John. K6MI, K6MYC.
Thank you. Just got in. Chicken dinner tonight with gravy and mashed potatoes. But all else is good.
Okay. I had chicken pot pie for a change, ha-ha. Whenever Matt doesn't get home on time, I end up with chicken pot pie. And we keep a lot of those in the freezer. Marie Callender chicken pot pie and some nice slices of fresh melons. That was a pretty good dinner. Very good, John. Thanks for checking in here. K6MYC. I'm still looking for others. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Are you copying me there, John? Oh boy, pretty weak. Give me the Bozo number. I hearing you, but I'm not sure who it is. K6MYC QRZ. Go ahead.
Kilo Delta 6 Whiskey Victor Lima 1179. 1179. Yeah, there's a lot of fading tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I got you now, John. A little light tonight. Usually it's funny because 432 has been very strong for everybody else, but I haven't been going as far north-south path. Maybe the north-south path isn't as good as the east-west path. But we've got you in there, but it's not bodacious. Over.
Hey, Roger, you're kind of loud when you're talking to the Bay Area. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of up and down for me. Of course, I'm kind of limited.
I missed a little bit of that, but I moved the antenna. Could you give me a repeat? I might get a copy now. Over.
Okay, I was saying that the signal's been kind of up and down. Of course, I'm a little limited here with my 432 setup.
Yeah, I know you've got a marginal thing. Another loop would help, but that involves some cost and some other effort. You might almost be better off to get a Yagi up if you can get a small Yagi, the 11 element, or the 18 element would be a killer. But even Mario's got the little 6 element, and it's working pretty well. He's 6 elements on a 2-foot boom or so, if that's all you can get up. But that would give you some directivity there, John. Anyway, we got you on the whole loop, but that's more for mobiling and mountain topping than it is from base station. So you do have to suffer. You don't have a lot of margin with signal-to-noise ratio with no gain and no power. Over.
Oh, Roger on that. Yeah, I hear Mario's in Sherlock there pretty good. So, yeah, one of these days I'll have to upgrade and get a little something else going here. Hey, thanks for the check-in, Mike. T6MYC, 86WVL 73.
Okay, 73. John, thanks for checking in here from with the whole loop and all. K6MYC Bozo Net, beaming right up the middle of the San Joaquin Valley. Anybody else out there? Okay. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go over towards Sacramento. Here we go.
Is that John, KD6WVL?
Yeah, that was John, 1179.
Okay, thank you, KM6SR.
Okay, let's try it into the middle of the Sacramento area. KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta, K6MYC. KO6KD, K6MYC, Bill?
Yeah, Mike, KO6KD, Bozo 776.
Yeah, there he is. Good strong signal. A little fluttery, a little wavery, but I may not be pointed quite right for you. Sounds good. Good to chat this morning. I'm sorry I had to get out of there. I had a call that came in just as we were finishing up with an R6Q, but we pretty much had wound that one down anyway. Over.
Oh yeah. Well, I just wanted to ask a couple of questions to Greg because I'm very interested and been anxious to see how that project turned out. So now that he's got pictures up there, I still tell you, if anybody goes over and looks at it, it don't look like it's 130 feet tall. It just doesn't. But then again, it's just an optical illusion on the photographs. But he's got a hell of a system, I gotta say. Sure is nice. Anyway, that was nice. It was a good conversation. And one thing I found interesting is Bob said that he looks forward to getting out there and talking with us. But no sooner does he show up that he says, "Well, I see the exit sign starting to blink," and he's like a monkey with a rash on his ass.
He's like a monkey. What?
A monkey with a rash on his ass. The guy can't sit still.
You're fluttering so bad right now. I couldn't get it. A monkey with something up his ass, but I couldn't get it. This path is just going through changes right now. It's a timing thing. Everybody else was very stable tonight, and you're wobbling all over the place. So one word is strong and one word is weak, and it makes difficult copy. I'm just holding it a second for the path to settle out here. I'm trying to find a good spot. If you're quite wide, I can find you over a wide range, but I can't get this goddamn warble to get out of there. KO6KD. Yeah, it isn't every day that you talk to somebody with a Luso tower. There's probably only a dozen of them in the United States, so he's a rarity. Over.
Oh, yeah.
He said rash on his ass. KM6SR.
Oh, a rash on his ass. Okay.
That Bob cannot seem to sit still. He says he likes the top, but no sooner does he get out there. He says the exit light is flashing, and that's his way of saying he needs to go. He needs to get off the radio. I was just saying, it's like a monkey with a rash, a red rash, itchy, scratchy red rash on his rear end, and he can't sit still. He cannot sit still. Over.
Yeah, I'm getting the gist of it, but not very good copy. I'll tell you what it is. It's the radar that's popping me. Even with the noise blank around, it shuts the receiver down for a second. And so between that and the fading, I'm having really difficult. And you're way down on signal strength all of a sudden. Mario broke in and told me that you were talking about a monkey with a rash on his ass. Over. So I got that part of it. Go ahead, Mario.
That's right. He just cannot sit still.
That was me, Mike, KM6SR.
That was you. Okay. Bill's almost unreadable here.
Bozo 776 checking out.
Okay, well, I finally found a spot that I heard checking in and checking out finally. But I'm chasing the band. You were clear up at 340 for a little while and pretty good copy for 3 or 4 words, and then you went away, and I'm just chasing you. It's the band that's going all over the place, Bill. But Rob was copying you pretty good. Let me just get a repeat from Rob. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
Is what Bill was saying?
Yeah, what Bill was saying.
I wasn't paying attention anymore. He's up and down from me a little bit, although that last stuff I heard pretty good from him. I think he was just signing off pretty much.
Yeah, well, I'll see you in the morning anyway, Bill, unless you have any issues. But we look forward to in the morning, and we always have better copy on the 40-meter band here. So we'll see you then, 7-3. And I'll listen for John, KR6MR. I'm pretty much up your way, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Sometimes you are good copy, other times you are a little fluttery. Go ahead.
Well, it's probably because I'm moving the antenna all over the place trying to find a good copy on Bill, but I just left it here. You seem to be okay and more or less stable. When I get right on Bill, I must be right centered on Beale Air Force Base, and I'm getting the popping and the snapping, and it's just, it's very loud. When I get up a little more toward I get it on the side of the antenna, so it's in the first pattern and all there. So I don't have that problem with the receiver that I have with Bill. Anyway, good evening to you, and maybe I can get a little more signal when you take the next transmission there. KR6MR 759, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, okay, Mike. I also want to check in Dennis, WB6ISO, Bozo 86, over.
Okay. I got Dennis checked in. Thanks. Okay. I got him. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's got antenna problems. It cranks down. Who knows, how that goes. It can be a couple of weeks before he's back in operation.
Okay, well, I knew he was down on 2 meters, but does he have a problem on 432 also?
I think that's the same tower.
Oh, is there something wrong with the tower?
I didn't get the full copy. I'll talk to Bill tomorrow on the net.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I got the impression originally he said he had a piece of LMR 600 in the 2-meter system that had failed or come apart or was torn or broken or something. But I didn't know he had any problem with the tower or anything else. So sounds like it's a little bit more complicated, and he's waiting for somebody to come over and help him there. All right, I got it, John. Thanks much, and appreciate your check-in here. Good to hear you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday night. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC.
Yeah, Bozo 410. Phil, Mike. Sorry about that, Bill. Yeah, take care and look for you Sunday night. KR6MR, back to net.
Yeah, very strong now. What did you do?
I waited for you to get your antenna correct.
Oh, I didn't move it. Go ahead.
No, it's the band.
It must be. It just popped up like 20 dB. Okay. Somebody else made comment in there. Who was that? Go ahead, please. K6MYC.
KW6T, Bozo 410.
Yeah, there we are. Hi, Russ. Good signal on 432. I think that's the best I've heard you, over.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I didn't have the tower cranked up the last time or two I checked in on 432, so it's up tonight.
Yeah, and it sure shows it's up because that's clearly the best signal you've had on 432. The last time you were there, and you were pretty clear and steady and readable, but clearly tonight you've got some real punch behind it, so it made a huge difference getting it up, over.
Oh, very good. So, okay, well, very good, Mike. I just wanted to get checked in and say hello to everybody. And I don't know if John can hear me up there, but John, Bill, Darren, the group, if they can hear me. Hello, George over in Cameron Park. And so anyway, I'll send it back to you and back to Ned. K6MYC from KW6T.
Okay. I haven't heard George on this band, but he does check in on 2 meters. You know, he lost his wife recently. You knew that, of course.
Actually, I did not know that. My condolences.
Well, his wife was in the rest home. She was suffering dementia and other problems, of course, but she was not at home. She was in a rest home, so it was a foregone conclusion. It was just a matter of time, and so he's taking it in stride pretty well. But none of us like to lose somebody that's been with you for many, many years. So anyway, he's a trooper. He's getting through it, but I haven't heard him for a few days here. Over.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, very well. I guess that's all we can say there. But yeah, very sorry to hear that, Mike. So anyway, yeah. Well, good that he's getting beyond it, because life, just it doesn't stop. You got to keep going. So I'll say 7-3, Mike. Have a good evening, K6MYC. Here's KW6T.
Well, like I say, it wasn't something that was unexpected. This was just a matter of time. So he's got it under control, but at least you know, and you can mention it to him when you see him next time. Very good, Russ. 7-3. Good evening. Let me see if there's anybody else here while I'm pointed towards Sacramento. QRZ K6MYC Bozo Net.
K6WIS here on the direct path.
Yeah, okay. Direct path is not perfect, but let me go a little further north and maybe find you. But you're about Q5 and about halfway in between the best signal strength I had on you on the bounce path. So it's not quite as good as the bounce path. Go ahead, Paul.
Good evening, Mike. Again, K6MYC in the group K6. Your signal is going from S1, sometimes speaking S9 on the current antenna heading you've got there. So it's just a band. A new heading probably won't make much difference. So anyway, how do you copy me, Mike? K6MYC from K6WIS near Placerville.
Yeah, okay. Well, pretty good copy. Now I got you peaked, but you got motorboat QSB on you. But readable. Your audio is strong enough to get right through the motorboating, so you're doing fine, Paul. But much more pleasant copy, much more pleasant copy on the bounce path this evening anyway. But thanks for checking in here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville. K6MYC over.
Okay, Mike. Thanks very much. Let's see, weather report Wednesday, we had drizzle and rain off and on all day. It was very cold, never got above like 52 or 55 degrees here. So it was very nice today to have some sunshine. So that's all I've got. 73, K6WIS clear.
Yeah, how much rain did you get today along with the cold weather?
It was probably less than a quarter of an inch there, Michael.
1/4 of 1 inch. 1/4 of 1 inch?
Yep, roger. In that region, over.
Okay, very good. Just enough to be ornery, make it cold and wet and damp. I noticed last night humidity was very high in the house. I took a bottle of ice water or cold water into the bedroom with me, which I normally do before I go to bed, and I don't normally, the bottle doesn't normally sweat, but I picked it up an hour or so after I'd been in bed, and the bottle was soaking wet. It was really humid in the house, over.
Roger that, yep. So high humidity is good, keeps the fires down, over.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 7-3, Paul, have a good weekend, and hopefully it'll warm up a little bit for you. We are expecting some unknown conditions here. Some people say it's going to rain, some not, and so on. So we won't know until the weather rock gets wet, over.
Right, yes, I see a big cold front coming down from the Gulf of Alaska. It's already crossed over Vancouver Island, and the front has come down into Oregon already. So this might be what's going to nail us on the weekend, over.
Yeah, missed some some of that. You took a big fade, but we'll catch up with you Sunday night. No worries for now. 7-3, have a good one. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6 MYC, standing by for anybody else before I go to Nevada. Okay, nothing heard. Good evening all. K6 MYC going to Nevada, Nevada. That should just about be it right about there. Yeah, there we are, more or less into Nevada. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see, KE7UQL, KE7UQL. Let me find you first and peek on you, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. KE7UQL, I thought I heard part of a voice, but I think maybe you doubled with me. I only caught the last syllables of a word. KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and standing by, over. Swinging the beam back and forth, and I can't find you, but maybe it'll come up in a second. That's unusual that I cannot hear you. I know last night you said you would be here, so let me see if I can hear Richard. Richard, give me some CW. Give me some CW, Richard. KD6BQ, Kilo Delta 6 Bravo Queen, K6MYC. CW. I don't hear either one of them. How about Reno? I wonder if you're back from your trip there. KE7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, November 7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC, over, Eric. Victor Alpha Zulu, KD6BQ, KE7UQL. Anybody. K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over. Well, that's weird, Rob.
I thought you got Daniel in there, but you didn't hear him, huh?
Well, I thought I heard a voice, but it's not good now. Normally he stays in there and he will repeat until he gets through, but can't even get a trace of it now. I've gone back and forth 3 or 4 times from all the way over to 15 degrees and back to 355, and there's just nothing. Oh, the other one that could be in here is N7 Whiskey Tango, and he is in there either, so we're missing 4 guys. Somebody ought to wake up and check in here on 432. N7 Whiskey Tango, or KE7 UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. Over. Okay, I think that's you, Daniel. I think I'm hearing 272. Just repeat the cadence, 272, 272, 272, and I'll get it, over. about you, Aaron? Your ears getting anything out of that? How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I think I heard Daniel's call sign KE7. At least that part of it I heard.
Okay, well, you're doing better than I am. I thought I heard 272 a couple of times. Let's put him down. I'm sure he's there, but boy, what a weird path this is. That's worse than 1296, for heaven's sakes, and it was so good at the beginning here. You'd think after 5 minutes, we've been here now for close to 5 minutes, you'd think it would come roaring up, but it's fighting us. Not even getting CW from Richard. Richard's CW usually gets through even with the 8 watts. He does amazingly well, but I haven't heard a peep of CW. Oh, there it is. There's 249. Okay. I got the Rogers too. Roger, Richard, boy, conditions very poor. Conditions very poor this evening. Holy cow, it was good everywhere else, but not in your direction tonight, Richard. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Richard. 73. We'll see you Sunday. We'll see you Sunday on 2 meters. KD6BQ. KE7UQL 73 from Bozo Net, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike, W6PE.
Yeah, hi, Mike. Hang on. Well, go ahead, Mike. I don't hear anybody else in there now, so go ahead, and Rob is in here. Rob may hear you as well. W6PE. K6MYC. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, Mike. Yeah, just got back from our club meeting. It's the fourth Thursday of the month, so didn't know if I was going to be here in time to make the net or not, but I figured I'd turn the radio on and see if there was still somebody around, and sure enough, there was. So anyway, glad I made it back here in time. So sometimes the meetings go a little bit longer than normal.
Yeah, very good. Is this the Oakhurst Radio Club or something?
Yeah, that's the Mountain Amateur Radio Club, yeah. Yep, they meet the fourth Thursday of the month.
Okay, I've heard of it, but it's not must have very many people in it that talk to me at least. So I'm glad you're taking part there, and you can promote the Bozo Club. Maybe you can get a few more guys up in that area, Mariposa and that area, to get on and join us here on the various VHF bands.
Oh, I'm working on it, Mike. So I'm trying to get more people interested. Most of them don't have single sideband capability. One guy does though in Madeira. So I've been trying to get him to get on the air and give a shout. He's got the Kenwood. I think it's a 790 or a 690. I forget which one, but that's the tri-band that covers 2 meter 440 and the 23 centimeter band.
Yeah, I don't know which one that is either. But yeah, does this guy work for the county?
Nope. But he is a member of our club here.
Oh, that's odd that he would have all that nice equipment and not have anything else attached with us. Got to have money tied up in that, not to put up any antennas to take advantage of it. He obviously knows about the Bozo .com now, bozonet.com, and hopefully he'll join us here. I could hear him in Madeira from any place because I look right down his throat here. Vertical or horizontal wouldn't make any difference, at least initially. So thanks for getting him involved. You know, the call sign, there was a fellow, he and his wife were very interested. In fact, they went to one of the swap meets The swap meet, by the way, the big one coming up November 8th at Larry's place. You should try to get down there if you can and join us and a whole bunch of other bozos down there. It's down on at Larry Lyons Automotive, which is now defunct, but that's the building in the parking lot we use. Information on the Bozo on W6TO.com if you don't know where it is in the map and so on. W6 Papa Echo, are you copying him, Rob?
Yeah, I peaked a little better. I think I'm getting it off the back or so, but it's working. How you doing, Mike? W6PE, KM6SRR.
Yeah, KM6 and SIR. Sounding pretty good here. Definitely got a good copy on you, and if I'm working off the back of your beam, well, it's doing good. Actually, my beam is aiming north because I tend to work stations best by bouncing off a mountain north of me, because everything else just seems to get bounced up into space and it never makes it over any of the hills.
Yeah, too steep a mountain for a knife edge, huh? Well, you're sounding good the way you're doing it there. Good to hear you.
Yep, same here. Yeah, so at least it's making it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get down there one of these days to that swap meet, although that tends to be dangerous. I tend to pick up a lot of cool things that I think I need, but I really probably don't.
Yeah, stuff you didn't know you didn't need, huh?
Oh, you need all of that stuff, Mike. Come on, that's all good stuff. You need it. If nothing else to be there if you do need it. Okay. You got a little tone in the background, some high-pitched tone, about 800 cycles. Do you hear that?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure what it was. I did have one of the radios on. There was somebody sending CW in the background.
Oh, that's what it was. I kept hearing it. I thought it was CW, but it was so high-pitched it was running together. Yeah, that's what it was. It's gone now, so I was hearing it. Not a big deal. I just wasn't sure. But it continued, and then it stopped immediately when you let go of the mic, so I knew it probably was not somebody else trying to call in.
Yeah, no, I just turned the volume down. I have a rig here that I use for the Amaron nets, and I monitor the digital modes 24/7 here. So I've always got that rig on.
Alrighty, no problem. Well, I think we're about done here, Rob. Is there anything we should do? I know we can go back down and try to get old Bozo 61 tonight, but I think he would have creeped in on the back of your antenna sooner or later, wouldn't he? Aaron would have heard him.
Yeah, I went down there about the middle of the net and listened for him, but then needed to listen up there where you were talking. So, yeah, he might be in there. We kind of crushed L.A. tonight. They only had 18, and we've got 26 as of Mike here right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a 432 net here. Do they call it a Bozo net too?
Oh yeah. I think they're on a different frequency. I think maybe at an earlier time, but they had 16 tonight.
Yeah, I think they're up on 432.10, 110, I should say. Okay, very good.
Yeah, 18. I'm sorry, 18 they had.
And I did not hear Lake Isabella tonight. So, yeah, if he was in there, I would have heard him.
Yeah, I would think so with your Omni. Very good. Okay. Well, Mike 73s, have a good weekend up there. And, no, you need to come down for the flea market. It's on November 8th, Saturday. 2 Saturdays from now, I guess. Yeah. 2 Saturdays from now? That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds about right, because I know this upcoming weekend after this one, they're having the Celtic event up here, so I'll be going to that. That's going to be up here in Oakhurst, so I'll be there wearing my kilt.
Okay. Very good. 7-3, Rob, 7-3 to you. How many did you get, you say, Rob?
26 so far tonight.
That's pretty reasonable. Okay.
All right. right, well, 73 everybody. Whiskey 6, Pop Echo, and I'll be clear.
Okay, I'll give Judy give a count here, and she'll drop you something if we have something different, Rob. I think we're probably on the same page. You were with us all night.
Yeah, I might have zoned out on one or two sometimes, but anyway. 73 is Mike, W6PE, KM6SR. Anyway, go eat some cookies there, Mike, K6MYC.
Yes, I'm going to do that. Judy found them out there on the cart. I left them on the cart. She said, is there something wrong with these? Is that why they're on the cart? I said, yeah, there's something wrong with them. They're going to be gone by the end of the night.
Yeah, did you notice I had to test a few also to make sure they were okay?
Oh, I didn't, but I assumed you did. I know when you're batching it, you sneak into the store and grab a couple of a box of cookies like that, and then there's usually a few missing by the time you get home.
Yeah, you know me well.
At least in that respect. Okay, good night, Aaron. Thank you for the net in the stream, and we'll see you guys Sunday night, if not sooner somehow. KM6SRR, K6USY, W6PE, and whoever else in the world is listening, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, Central California, closing the 432 Bozo Net. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. K6USY.
Oh, somebody's talking in there. Somebody still want to check into the Bozo Net? Go ahead. K6MYC. Try it again.
As PYP Visalia.
PYP, Greg in Visalia, number 5.
Okay, we'll come down your way. Hang on.
Stand by, Greg. If you can hear me, stand by. Mike's going to turn his antenna down that direction. W6PYP, K6USY. Yeah, he's going to break your door down in about 10 seconds.
Okay, there we go. W6PYP. Was it 526? I didn't get the number, Greg. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike,
Are you vertically polarized? I'm not getting any improved signal on you. Go ahead. I'm not hearing Greg very well. You go ahead. What's the number, Aaron?
583, Mike, KM6SR.
Okay, I can't hear him for some reason. What happened?
Hey, Greg, are you vertical?
That's really, Mike's really coming in weak.
Yeah, Greg, are you vertical?
Horizontal.
Oh, man, if you're horizontal, I wonder if something's not working.
Rob came in real strong. Rob, do you copy me at all?
I copy you now, but just way down from what it should be. Greg, go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I'm copying you fine, Greg. Sounding normal to me. My system's not that good here, so I think you're doing good.
Okay, yeah, you're coming in real strong at 7, and Mike's bumping at 2 or 3, but that's about it.
Now, I see what's wrong. I got you. You must be west of Visalia. Are you a little west of the town?
Negative. I'm pretty close to almost the middle, maybe for you anyway, on your angle.
Well, I'm getting some very strange peaks on you, about 166 as opposed to 156, but that's okay. Is this better for you?
Yeah, you're coming in much stronger now. I have a big bolt of lightning go right into the front of my hand.
must be just the band. You're just fading right down on me. You're at Q2, Q3 level at the present time. Anyway, thanks, Greg. Sorry we're not doing better, but I think it's just an altitude. I may be above whatever little inversion there may be, because normally you'd be very strong in here. Rob, you pick it up, and 73s for now. Greg, thanks for popping in. KM6SRR in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, Greg, W6 PYP, you're sounding good to me, so I didn't pay attention to the S level, but you got to be pretty good. Okay, it sounds good. Yeah, I'm getting about an S6 on my 9700 here, so you're doing fine. Lightning didn't do anything to your system, as far as I can tell. Over.
All right, yeah, I don't think so, but I tried to disconnect my antennas, but I got a big bolt right over the top of my house here, and who knows what that would do. But anyway, now I got you about S7 also, so yeah, it's good.
All right, well, thanks for being there. Some of you guys always check in late, which we appreciate that. It gives us one more now. We got 27 for tonight. Yeah, that'd be great. We'll take on any band you can get on. Anyway, thanks for being there, Greg. W6PYP, KM6SR for the 432 Bozo Net.
Hey, Rob, ask him if he can rotate. He must have me on the first side now, because he must be strong to you, but he must be in a notch for me. It just keeps fading completely out.
Okay. Greg, are you able to rotate your beam a little bit? Because maybe Mike thinks you might be in a null for him. Hey, Mike, give him a little chatter.
Okay, well, he has to go north. He has to go more north from where he would be getting you, so a little bit north. I'm east of Rob, and it could be as much as 10 or 15 degrees based on our distance apart here, Greg. Okay, W6PYP Visalia, K6MYC north of Fresno, over.
Hey, Mike, I got you dialed in a little bit closer. Am I coming any better for you?
Yeah, you're Q5 now. You were just fading right out of me, which means you're in a null. And I was just getting little signals that's bouncing around. I'm pretty sure I could probably find a peak on you now. I was seeing you moving back and forth in azimuth. I'd go one place and you'd peak up, and then you'd fade out, and then I'd move somewhere else and you'd peak up again. That's usually the case when you've got side nulls. Okay. Thanks for that, Greg, but you might want to go just a little bit more north. Is he still okay for you, Rob?
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to check the S meter when he was transmitting.
But you're still hearing him?
Oh, yeah. It might be a hair less.
Yeah, well, he came from no readability at all to Q5, so he made a big change here. Thanks, Greg. 730 K6MYC listening out.
All right, 7-3, guys. Check you later.
Yeah, he went down to about 4.5. Okay, Greg, 73, K6PYP, KM6SR.
Alrighty, good night to everybody on YouTube, K6USY. We're going to cut you loose.